No music, no Tron, nothing. Just him walking out here with a microphone. And Kane says, "How dare you?" And Edge says, "How dare I what? Shove Paul Bearer down these stairs?" And Kane says, "Edge, you're cold-blooded, you're a miscreant, and you're heartless, and you're a monster." And Edge says, "Well, after, all the things you've done to people over the years, you sound like you're describing yourself. And you just don't like when it's done to you. And I'm going to do the right thing and ask all these people what they think I should do with Paul Bearer. But Paul, maybe you like to tell everybody what you think." "I hate you. I hate you people. Every one of you. I hate all of you." Of course, Edge covers his mouth again and says, "Well, folks, what do you think? Here's our choices. Should I give Paul Bearer back to Kane?
No.
Or should I shove Paul Bearer down these stairs?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's go.
So Kane says, "Stop. Okay, I know what you want. All this to get me to agree to give you another world title match. Well, you can have it, okay? Are you satisfied?" And Edge says, "Well, I am. And that's a great idea. I'll accept that world title match. And Kane, since you put it that way, why don't you come up here and join us?" So Kane, of course, desperate to get his father back, jogs up the ramp, or jogs down the ramp, excuse me. He's trying to get to the crowd. He's, again, running like he's got a fat fucking shit in his pants. So Edge, as Kane is going through the crowd, says, "You know what? Hey, I'm going to take Paul to the hot dog stand where he'll probably be more comfortable because he's a big, big fat bastard. Just join us there." So Kane goes up the stairs to follow him, and he gets to the top, and he bursts through some pipe and drape to find the empty wheelchair in the lobby, Tony. He's not too happy with it. He walks back and looks at the crowd. He's, I guess, trying to find him in the crowd, but he's very grumpy.
He is angry. He's going through it. He's got a lot going on. I was just thinking about like how the holidays and Edge put on 5 pounds. He kidnapped him during Thanksgiving. So like he had to have his Thanksgiving dinner with his family, and he probably took Paul Bearer over there.
Paul Bearer was there.
Yeah, like, "Hey, do you mind if my buddy comes over with me?" And
I've had peas before.
Yes. Oh.
Isaiah, oh shit.
That I'm curious about it. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Dawkins. Keegan Murray is out there with Jokic. Then there's Rondo. And it's Bolden in at the 2. And for Raleigh, we've got Chet Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wade. And it's LeBron James. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Bolden. Pass to Rondo. Here's Murray. That one, no good. Good D by Holmgren. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here's Wade. He's covered by Murray. And it's Wade with the jam.
He takes advantage of them
Damn.
every way possible.
And Gray, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's James. It's hauled in by Jokic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not
Damn.
right up on him.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And that one's good by LeBron.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Rondo.
Damn
That one
it.
goes in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
For Raleigh, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And that's a foul called on James Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Anthony's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rondo passes to Murray. Here's Bolden. Outside Rondo. Sinks the three-pointer. Rondo's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Here's Wade. Thunder with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
Yeah, the whole challenge is controlling the game and being able to do what you want.
So
They did that perfectly.
And once LeBron finds a crack in the defense, he is off and running. What hustle from King James.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game. Probably making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. On defense, Raleigh. Pass to Bolden. Here's Dawkins. Covered by Anthony. Dawkins, the pass to Jokic. Lets it fly from 18. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
LeBron, no luck. Oklahoma City trailing. Tries it from 19. Bank shot, no good. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. LeBron's got 8 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Rondo passes to Bolden. Now here's Murray. Tipped away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Thunder in 4th.
Both teams really good at passing the basketball. You look at the numbers from a season ago, very unselfish.
Michael Red's checked in for the Thunder. Dawkins against Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Red passes to Dawkins. Over Anthony. Knocked loose.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. In the Alex position, you could see the frustration on his face.
No good from Wade. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Dawkins. Buries the long-range jumper. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Stoudemire kicks to James.
Oh, shit.
And it's sent back by Jokic. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Dawkins. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And when your wing, like Murray, is moving the ball effectively, it really helps your offense to flow.
And the shot goes down.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Bolden. James defending. And here's Jokic. No scoring in this one. Murray kicks to Jokic. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. Here's LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere.
Crazy.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Boys checked in for Raleigh. All checked in for Oklahoma City. And so here is Oklahoma City trailing by 2. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Brandon Roy getting his 3 to go. Dawkins, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And it's off from three-point range. For Raleigh, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Wasted no time on that one. Roy's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Raleigh.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Pass to Dawkins. Back the ball. Oklahoma City moving it around.
Shit.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Thunder shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Second free throw, no good. Raleigh leading by 5. Now here's Roy. 6 points for him. Wembanyama, a screen on red. A nice shot by Roy. Here's Murray. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. "20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Ball is screen on Stoudemire.
Damn it.
For 3, Murray. The shot, no good.
Oh.
And so it's Raleigh bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here's Red. 12 points his last outing on the 4 for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Green. Keegan Murray is out there with Paul. Then it's Michael Redd. And it's Petrushev.
Oh, shit.
Count that one. Now Wade. Pass to Roy. A putback. It's good on the putback. And Raleigh leads by 7.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Petrushev. Over to Song. Petrushev can't hit. Well, Raleigh's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. They get it back, out to Anthony. Outside Roy. Another shot. Rejection by Paul. Green against Gasol. Petrushev. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Wade drives in. Second chance effort. Rebound by Murray. Thunder trailing by 7. Down low. Here's Petrushev. Holly with a rebound. Wade's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Anthony left side.
But wrong nigga.
Here's Roy.
Body that
From
nigga.
close range. Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Murray, the pass to Redd. Launches a 3. Good.
Damn.
Assist goes to Murray.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Roy. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. Holmgren, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Rondo's checked in. The Thunder with another miss. And it's Wade with the ball for Raleigh. They lead by 4. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Stoudemire with a screen on Redd.
Oh, shit.
By Murray.
Nice anticipation for Murray. So good at getting
Oh, what the
position
fuck?
there to block the shot.
And Green slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut.
Rondo against Wade. Out that one, and the Raleigh lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Rondo.
Great job of screening. Ware, nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Roy misses.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray finds Rondo. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Over Stoudemire. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Nice touch there from mid-range. Murray taking what the D gives him.
Roy passes to Holmgren. Back to Roy. Holmgren sets the screen for Roy. Out to the wing. Holmgren wide open. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Holmgren's got his first bucket in this one.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Some changes for Raleigh. Pau Gasol is checked in for Stoudemire. LeBron comes in for Roy. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wade. Red with the ball. Here's Rondo. Red passes to Rondo. Gasol pulls it in. Raleigh has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Gasol, a screen on Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And it's really smart to get Gasol moving in these pick and roll plays. He's not only an amazing passer, but a terrific scorer as well.
Rondo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Rejected by Gasol. Here's James. James absorbing hits on the drive. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Raleigh.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponent and making them hesitate.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Rondo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren over Paul. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Thunder now. It's a 5-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Rondo dishes to Red. Paul with the ball. With the drive. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
But
LeBron shot is off. Thunder trailing by 5. And that's a foul called on Shane Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Raleigh. Dwayne Wade comes in for LeBron. The Thunder also changing it up. Murray's checked in for Paul. And Dawkins subbed in for Michael Redd. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oklahoma City's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
And doing a much better job from 3-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Dawkins. Wide open look here for Murray, and the Thunder another 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And here's Anthony for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And Raleigh leads by 4.
Well, Anthony is just this competitive. He wants everyone to know what he can do.
Here's Bolden. A 20-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raleigh leads by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And taking a look at Oklahoma City, hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak. Build up that momentum, guys.
The way they looked in that first game, it certainly wouldn't be a surprise. And focusing now on our current game, it's been a hard-fought battle so far for Raleigh.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Like,
Yeah, you can't speed them
my
up or
first match
slow
ever
them
was
down.
on TV, like I just said. Like, I didn't go through the indies. I didn't go through
And
all
that's
the
all
training.
for
I didn't
us.
do
Now
all
it's
that.
time to
My
send it back to
NXT
Kevin Harlan
was
for the
AEW.
beginning of the third quarter.
So,
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Chet Holmgren out there with James. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the point guard position. Murray, good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Well, Raleigh's shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Dawkins. Then there's Rondo. And it's Bolden in at the shooting guard.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Rondo against Gilgeous Alexander. And the
Bitch.
rejection by LeBron.
Merciless swat by LeBron, not wasting the chance to make a statement with his defense.
Thunder trailing by 3. There's the lob to the hoop. And Dawkins slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Murray. Dawkins against LeBron. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
Ain't no way.
Jokic against Wembanyama. Clock at 4. Murray, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, you get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters, people take care of your bags, you stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Bolden, good.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
From deep, Gilgeous Alexander. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Bolden's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And Wembanyama outside. Here's Holmgren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Rondo kicks to Murray. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And now, here's Gilgeous Alexander, the fast break chance.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where you're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. So whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
For Raleigh, they've looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Murray, count it from 12. Murray's got 15 points.
And this team needs to keep getting it to Murray. He is pouring it in, feeling it right now.
And here is James. 16 points for him. Here's Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Offside Rondo. To the left side wing. Fires from deep. The shot by Dawkins is no good. Raleigh leading by 4. Clean. Good. He's got 10.
And it's a difficult task to try and stop Wade inside. He plays a physical brand of basketball and has a variety of moves to choose from.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Raleigh making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Michael Red's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Dawkins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Red kicks to Murray. Now here is Red. 6 points for him. Back to Murray. This one for 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
On the wing, James. And he's covered by Dawkins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now, let's take a look at Dwayne Wade. Good season for him last year. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Deep 2 from Anthony. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
It's right outside. And James pulls it down. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to LeBron. With the floater, a Thunder pull it in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just
frustrating as heck.
Basket counts. Red's got 8 points. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds James. Misses in close. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Red. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Red's got 4 points this quarter.
And Red is a scorer through and through. You can't give him any daylight. He has the ability to shoot it from anywhere.
And it's good, 2 points.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
Red for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 3 points. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
James outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Catching up on the changes for Raleigh. Holmgren comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Stoudemire subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. Paul dishes to Murray. There's the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Holmgren.
And good speed going right at the defender. Murray making them make the mistake.
Free throw good, Murray. Roy's checked in for Raleigh. And so Murray nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Wade against Rondo. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Nice shot from the wing. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Open shot by Murray. Had the space there, but it's offline. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Raleigh on top, up 4. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Gasol out there with Stoudemire. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Brandon Roy. And it's Gillespie in at the point.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing.
They get it again.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The line for 1.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Rondo. Pass to Red to take the lead. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Well, Raleigh shooting reasonably well, 45%.
Oh, but
Raleigh moving the ball around. Now Roy. Stoudemire with a screen on Paul. Roy passes to Stoudemire. And the slam dunk by Stoudemire.
And for a big man, Stoudemire is an incredible dunker. Glides to the rim effortlessly, and the D really at his mercy.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here he goes. And he gets it to go. Red's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Jokic, no good.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And it's Green with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And now here comes Red, leading the break. Roy with the block.
That wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backdoor.
Goes back up. The rejection by Paul. They get a hand on it, and now Raleigh, fast break. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
Thunder trailing by 7. And for 3. Raleigh with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Roy against Red. Green kicks to Rondo. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Roy with it. Now defended by Jokic. Outside Roy. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. They're making a switch here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. Martin's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside Green. Pass to Martin. Shot from free throw range. Gasol pulls it in. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Roy. The baseline J off the mark. The Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. We're of 9. Drains the three-pointer.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Gilgeous Alexander with it. To the inside. Stoudemire. And a great assist by Gilgeous Alexander as that one goes in. Stoudemire's got 4 points in the quarter. And so Green will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 4. Pass to Paul. Over Roy. The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Stoudemire, the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Stoudemire with a screen on Red. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Back to Martin. Pass to Red. Outside Green.
No fucking way.
5 to shoot. Launches from deep. Raleigh with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stoudemire setting the pick for Anthony. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
That bucket in no time at all.
And people think of Anthony purely as a shooter, but the guy can make the slick pass when the opportunity presents itself.
Green bounce pass. It's right outside. Again, the miss by Green. Raleigh leading by 4. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Here's Gasol, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Green against Roy. Ball left side. Outside, Green. Head for 3. Raleigh with the rebound. Stoudemire's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Roy over Paul. It's stolen by Martin. Ball's knocked loose. Gasol with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Roy passes to Stoudemire. Tries again. Good work defensively by Paul.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Gasol. Back to Roy. Gasol on the high post. Outside Roy. Good defense by Jokic. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
To tie it up. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Outside Rondo.
Well, let's go.
Pass to Jokic. Buries it down low. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter. Raleigh leading by 3. Wembanyama, a screen on run. Gillespie, the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Red. Here's the 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The shot by Anthony, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Rondo. Jokic with it. Second shot opportunity. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night. Outside for Gasol. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the 4th.
Here's Jokic. Drops in the layup for 2.
What a huge boost he's giving them here. 4 or 5 in this 4th quarter has come up big.
Gasol, a screen on run. Pass to Anthony. Wembanyama sets a screen for Anthony. The 10-footer. Wembanyama deadly inside.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the 4th.
Rondo kicks to Martin. Jokic inside. From beyond the arc. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Jokic.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
That's tipped. To tie it up. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Gasol passes to Gillespie. Martin against Anthony. Wembanyama, a screen on Martin. Back to Anthony. Raleigh moving the ball around. It's stolen by Rondo. Driving the lane. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. And it's Anthony with the ball for Raleigh. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And again, no good by Raleigh. The Thunder shooting 43% from the field. Rondo kicks to Jokic. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Both teams deciding to change it up. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thanks, David. Outside, Green takes it.
Damn.
Oh, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, no.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the
Damn.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. For the Thunder, Martin's checked in for Thompson. And it's Green in for Green. And here's Rondo. Pass to Martin. Knocked away. And stolen by James. James driving.
Oh!
Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Excellent D from Wade. Well, he trails by 3. Here's LeBron. He can't get it to go. Good defense by Jokic. Martin for 3. Tully with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with it.
Oh, my God.
Now defended by Jokic. Wembanyama passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, a screen. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick and roll sets.
Oklahoma City shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Here's James out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And Wade sends it back. James against Martin.
Let's go.
Off the contact. And so it's Raleigh winning this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta.
Slide for my brothers, I slide it and I slide again. Yeah, look, if you don't love me, then just leave me, don't string me along and lie again. Yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big talker, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich Roger, get proper when I ride in the ghost. Big walker, big offer, they know harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up. Big body truck, they acting like they tough. We know well enough, and we know that you ain't that. And we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often, and you stay in the mist. When you pop it in too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right this. Now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen the dream in your eyes, you might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize, I'm who you need and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside, for you I'm legally blind, yeah. But only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados, can't post you, we gotta lay ain't together, but you my bae though. I do whatever you say though, tryna pop out, I'm like, ayo. We can't do that, gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door, cause you ain't messing with no amateur and I ain't tryna handle you. But when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this.
Esto es demasiado fancy, demasiado flow.
So we go backstage, and Teddy Long is on his phone, and when Kane comes in, and Kane says, Teddy, I've had it, Teddy. I've tried reasoning with Edge. I've tried talking with Edge, but he won't listen to me. This is all your fault, and you're going to pay. And fucking Kane grips Teddy up, and he's grabbing him, and he's backing him up. And Edge, once again, magically somehow appearing on the TV screen in Teddy Long's locker room or office, says, Kane. And Edge says, there's no reason to lose your temper. Because Edge, of course, also somehow can see what's going on in Teddy Long's office to respond from the parking lot. So Edge said, there's no reason to lose your temper. That's not going to get you anywhere. You should come out here and get some fresh air. That's where Paul and I are, right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. He says it 5 times, and he says, man, that works every time. I'm assuming he thought he was going to get a pop each time he said it, and they just forgot to edit in pops each time he said it. So it was just fucking super awkward. Edge says, Kane, I think I should give you Paul Bearer back. We're out here in the parking lot, so why don't you come out here and get him? So Kane runs out of the office, and he walks out to the parking lot, and Kane is like, they're cutting back and forth 5 times. It's a tight shot of Paul Bearer's face, and he's taped up, and it cuts to where Kane's coming from to get down to the parking lot area.
Dumbass mind, he's like, this is it. This is the time he gives it back.
I'm going to get my dad.
He's been good on his word thus far, so he'll do it this time. I'm sure he will.
Yeah, we're fine. So Kane runs up, and he says, Paul, and it cuts back and forth 100 times. Kane runs over the Paul Bearer. And then all of a sudden a car flies in and fucking hits the fucking Paul Bearer with a car.
Kills him.
And his body explodes. And stuffing goes everywhere, oddly enough.
Dude, this blew my mind when I saw this, because they have a really tight shot.
They got me for a second.
Because they have a shot on Paul Bearer's eyes, and then back to Kane, and then eyes, and I'm like, okay, Paul Bearer. They're definitely making it that Paul Bearer is sitting here, and then it runs him over. I'm like, oh, he just killed Paul Bearer. All right.
I was like, wow, that's fucking tremendous. So yeah, Edge hits him with a fucking car, but it's a stuffed mannequin, and stuffing flies everywhere. And Kane's looking at this stuffing, and he's pissed. And Edge drives up, and he rolls down the back window where Paul Bearer is, and says, "Whoops." And he drives off, and Kane reaches down and grabs the Paul Bearer head that's on the ground and fucking launches it at the car, and the head rolls for like a mile, which I thought was very goddamn funny.
Good. That was a good shot there. To end the show as it fades to black with the head rolling in the street.
Yeah, Kane throws the wheelchair around. He's pissed, and he puts his hands on his head and he goes, ugh. And the show ends.
Dude, he puts his hands on his head. Why me? Go home,
Adam!
Cope.
So that is how this episode of SmackDown ends, but that is not how the angle ends, is it,
Dude,
Tony?
when we were pitching to watch this, you're like, okay, he chases Kane around. He's surely going to get Paul Bearer back, right? That's what I thought when you originally pitched
I thought this was the episode where he gets him back. I thought this was like the culmination of it, and they would like show it all. But no, it is not. There is 2 more weeks of this.
Wow. Yeah. December 3rd and December 10th we have here, follow-up, and then TLC pay-per-view and all kinds of craziness going on.
So SmackDown December 3rd, 2010. Here we're now after, this is a week after the show we just reviewed. So SmackDown December 3rd, 2010. Kane comes out after Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler beat MVP and Kaval. So McIntyre and Ziggler powder. Kane comes out and chokeslams MVP, and then tombstones Kaval, and he gets on the mic. So Kane gets on the mic and says, Edge, this has gone on long enough. This show will not continue unless you give me back Paul Bearer. Do you hear me, Edge? If I have to walk through that entire... And then Edge shows up on the Tron and says, hey, Kane, help here, big fella. Listen, I heard you. You do have a point. This has gone on for way too long. I'm pretty sure Paul wants to go home too, don't you? Edge says, I tell you what, no more games, no more tomfoolery. Come on out here and get Paul. He's in the loading dock, okay? He's right here. And just so you know he's here, he should say something. And he fucking takes off the tape, and Paul Bearer says, Kane! Kane! As he does, of course.
Kane, I'm here. Kane, I'm here.
Kane, I'm here. My soul, shitty. I smell like shit and pizza. Fuck. They blew up my fucking body with marinara last week. Yeah, so Kane rushes to go to the back, and the camera then circles around Kane horror movie style, and you hear Paul Bearer in the distance yelling, Kane! Kane, I'm here! and it zooms in to Edge running away with him in the wheelchair behind some trucks, and Kane chases after him and can't find them. And he turns back, and he sees Edge's big face on the side of a truck, and then he ducks down a little to see Edge running off with Paul Bearer beside the truck. So Kane sneaks around. He's trying to be sneaky now, Tony. He's got a plan.
Yeah, right.
So he sneaks around to catch up, but he can't find him. And he stops in front of the truck, and he looks across, and he yells, Paul! And the wheelchair is seated in front of the back of another truck, and then a big-ass stack of just big cases falls out of the back of the truck and fucking lands on Paul Bearer and kills him. He crushes him and kills Paul Bearer. And Kane yells, no! And Kane runs up waddling shitty-ass style, but he sees that it's not Paul Bearer. And he kneels down next to the mannequin head, and you can hear Paul Bearer yelling from the distance, Kane! And then fucking just cartoon-style Edge runs off with them again. And then Kane has to jog after them. So we go backstage, and now Kane is running up some stairs to find Paul Bearer. He is now chasing Edge through a lobby. There's fans, there's popcorn, there's merch. He's chasing Edge, who is running in front of Kane with Paul Bearer in tow. Or, sorry, in lead. He has the wheelchair in front of him. He's fucking pushing him around. They run around. Then Edge just straight up throws Paul Bearer down a flight of stairs and runs away. And Kane says, no! Ball! And then Kane, you guessed it, runs down these stairs and realizes it is another mannequin that is
And
here.
then he picks up the dummy's head and throws it.
He picks up the mannequin head and throws it on the ground again, of course. The camera pans up, and Paul Bearer and Edge at the top of the stairs, and Paul Bearer says, Kane, get over here. Help me, goddammit, what the fuck? You are so fucking stupid. What the fuck? It's been a month. How the fuck can you get me? And so Edge waves at him and runs away with Paul Bearer. So now, on the same episode, Kane has a match with Edge.
They're booking a match
wrestle.
against each other to determine the stipulation for the pay-per-view in 2 weeks at TLC, which I'm just going to lay it out there for everyone. They're wrestling at TLC. The winner gets to pick the stipulation at TLC. I mean, you do the math. We'll get there, but you'll...
I hope it's a fucking Pizza Hut cage match.
It's Paul Bearer on a pole match.
Paul Bearer on a mountain match. So Kane is up on Edge near the end of the match, and he's G'ing up for the choke slam. But then Paul Bearer shows up on the Tron because Edge has fucking friends in production that fucking hate Kane. Everyone hates Kane. And Paul Bearer's on the Tron, and Paul Bearer says, Kane, I'm sick of this. Fucking please come find me. I can't take it. So Kane is at a dilemma here, Tony. He has to leave the match and try to figure out if he's going to throw this match to get his dad back, and then Edge has to choose the stip for the match at TLC, or he goes back and wins the match to choose the stip because the title's important to him. But Kane decides to run back to the ring and break the count because he wants to win the stipulation match. But once he gets in the ring, Edge hits him with a spear and wins.
Fuck, dude. They even bury this on
that's
commentary.
awesome.
I think it's Matt Stryker's, or it's either Matt or Todd Grisham says, we'll see if not Michael Cole says,
not Michael, yes.
Says, I wonder if Kane made the right decision here. Nope.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, Tony, Edge got to choose the stipulation for their match at TLC, and by God, Edge picks the TLC match.
Oh my!
Holy
I
fuck.
wrote this down. Let me guess, it's TLC before it even happened.
So Edge then wheels the wheelchair onto the ramp backwards style, so his back is facing Kane, and there's a guy in the chair, and his head's bobbing around, so this has to be, of course, Paul Bearer. So Kane runs up the ramp to get Paul Bearer and says, Paul! And he walks up, his big smile on his face, and he goes in front of him, but it is just a man. It is a man that is dressed up like Paul Bearer, and Kane is mad. Kane is so mad that he big boots this guy in the fucking head and knocks the wheelchair over.
Dude,
and
this
starts
guy,
beating the shit out of him.
That's not good. This guy was probably held hostage as well. Come on.
Dude, yeah, Edge has a random dude hostage. What the fuck? Kane does a good amount of time beat down on fake Paul Bearer. He big boots him, stomps him out, punches him in the head, and it's not until Paul Bearer is back on the Tron where, of course, he says, Kane, I'm at the ramp.
I'm
Find
here.
me. Kane, I've been back here the whole time. I fucking told you this earlier. I can't take it. So Paul Bearer is tied up crazy style on the fucking bed of a tow truck. And Kane, of course, walks backstage again, sees Paul Bearer on the back of a tow truck, Edge gets in the driver's seat and drives away. He steals Paul Bearer again.
Kane's mad again. Big mad.
Kane is a dumb fucking bastard.
Big mad. Falls for it again. Doesn't like even get in a vehicle and try to chase him or like anything. He just like, we gotta.
I can't drive.
Dude, it's straight out of like.
Paul drives me everywhere.
This is like straight out of Scooby-Doo. Like, I'll get you next time, you meddling kids. Wow, man, you really got me now.
So December 10th, Tony, here we are. December 10th SmackDown. And Kane is cutting a promo. And Kane pleads for Edge to give Paul Bearer back again. And Kane says, now I'm begging you. Please,
Just please.
give my father back. This has to end. I'm begging you, please. One way or another, this has to end tonight, please. So Edge shows up on the Tron, of course, once again, and says, Kane, hey, Kane, up here. This is every fucking week this guy shows up on the Tron and says, Kane, up here.
Kane, up here. Hey, Kane, I'm right here. Yeah, all right.
Hey there, big red monster. How you doing, big fella? I heard what you've been saying, and it may end tonight, but I disagree. To me, this ends at TLC. And you know what? Look what I just happened to stumble upon. It's Paul Bearer, your dad. And look what else I stumbled across. A steel chair. I am the master of the TLC match, but sometimes with this stuff, you know, if you don't do it for a while, you get rusty. So maybe I should brush up on my skills. And I don't think Paul minds. Do you mind, Paul? And Paul fucking nods his head that he does mind. And Edge says, you know what? I think he said no, so here we go. So Edge lines up the chair, goes to hit Paul in the back with it. He swings, but he stops. He says, wind-up was a bit off there. He goes to do it again. He stops, and he says, you know, just a little bit off. It should have been more like this. And he smashes the chair into Paul Bearer's back. And Kane drops the mic and once again runs up the ramp, fucking just waddling, the Kane waddle that I've come to know from these episodes so far. Kane gets to the back and yells, Edge, don't do that. And he's staring across, and down the lane here is Edge, and he's holding a chair, and Paul Bearer is presumably laying on the floor below him, and Edge says, don't take another step. Don't make me do this. And Kane says, put that chair down. And Edge says, what did I just say? You just took another step. And Edge hits Paul Bearer on the ground with a chair and runs away. And Kane runs up, and it's another mannequin. And Kane looks down at it and says, another dummy. And he kicks it worker style. So Edge is then behind a set of stairs with Paul Bearer and says, that's not the dummy you're looking for. The real one's right here. Toodaloo. And he runs away, and Kane chases after him. And then we're backstage again, and Kane is walking around, and all of a sudden a wheelchair gets pushed off a balcony through some tables in front of Kane. And it fucking dies. But Kane, he doesn't really sell this one because he knows it's a mannequin this time, and he's not falling for the tricks anymore, Tony. It took 4 fucking weeks, but he's finally wise to this business here. Edge is with Paul Bearer up on the balcony, and he says, what's that old rhyme? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And he wheels Paul Bearer away, and Kane kneels down and grabs both of the feet of the dummy that have fallen off and says, no! So then, it's Edge and Rey Mysterio taking on Kane and Alberto Del Rio in the main event. During the match, Kane and Edge fight to the back. And after the match, in which Rey pins Del Rio, Edge is in the back, and there's a fucking big plank of wood, little plywood, over 2 ladders, and what is presumably Paul Bearer on top of this ladder. And Edge looks up and says, Paul, you're a long way up there. You should be careful. Hope you're not afraid of heights. And Kane runs up, and Edge runs to the end of the hallway, and Kane stands beside the ladder. And he looks up and he says, another dummy, huh, Edge? And he looks over at Edge, and Edge says, I wouldn't do that. And Kane says, whatever. And he laughs. Ha, ha, ha. Big evil laugh. And he fucking grabs both ladders and he pushes them over and he knocks this shit over the balcony, pushes the ladders over as well. It stays on Kane's face for a moment, and then Kane steps forward and he looks over the balcony and he has a shocked look on his face. And the camera looks over and the real Paul Bearer is laying there and he is fucking dead. Paul Bearer has been pushed off a set of ladders over a balcony to the floor and has died. They have written Paul Bearer out this way. This is the last appearance from Paul Bearer for 2 years. This is how they get rid of him here. Wow. And they show the shot. They show a shot from below looking up at Kane, which is so fucking funny looking. Just the look on Kane's face as it goes out wide and shows Paul Bearer dead, but like just laying on the floor, and there's ladders and tables and shit. And it cuts to Edge, and Edge shrugs and says, I told you.
Jim Ross Town Hall up next. I'll be honest with you. I'm a kick back here. I ain't write a single fucking thing because I knew I ain't write a single fucking thing for this.
I wrote JR interview and the Johnny take it away.
Yeah. As I was watching this, I'm looking at the screen and I'm looking at my notes and I said, shit.
Yeah.
JR, they showed JR walking through the hallway and I don't know why I laughed out loud.
He gets his walking to the ring segment. Yeah.
Just laughed out loud. So JR comes to the ring here to interview old Stone Cold Steve Austin. And JR says, oh, it's always great to be around WWF fans wherever we are. But by God, I got to tell you, it's great to be back home. And it's a
Oh, shit.
JR said, I have the opportunity to talk to the new WWF champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I think there are questions that need to be answered. I think you deserve an answer. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the Stone Cold Steve Austin. And here comes Stone Cold Disturb theme. He's got the Austin 316 shirt with the... Tell him, Tony. He's fucking spitting that shit.
Austin fucks the belt like he doesn't give a shit. I love that.
He doesn't care at all. He's got the red skull on the back of his shirt. He's looking fucking
sweet. He chucks the belt, which is, I mean, the angle is that he is obsessed with the belt.
Yes, well, don't worry about that part. Maybe that's one of the questions I'll ask him. Why'd you chuck that belt there, son? You know,
why don't you shut the hell up over there? Why'd you let old Stone Cold answer the questions here?
So Austin gets in the ring, and JR is immediately just shaking his head. And they stand there, and Austin stops JR from asking him the question so he can hear the crowd. And then JR starts asking him some stuff. He says, well, there's a lot of things I'd talk to you about in private that hadn't been made possible. And it's not about me and about you, but there's a lot of questions, Steve, you should answer. And the first question is the most obvious, is why? Why, in God's name, have you aligned yourself with Mr. McMahon, a human being that I know in your heart you have despised more than anybody? And Austin looks at him. He says, oh, well, that's a pretty simple answer. It's an insurance policy, Jim. Stupid. How stupid are you? I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the crowd, boo, boo, yeah. I said I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I said I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Austin stops.
Rocky.
Austin stops and looks directly into the hard cam, which I also think is added into his Titantron in the video games.
That's cool.
The shot of him staring up at the hard cam, fucking awesome. I just made the single biggest comeback in the history of our business, and I might add, a successful one, I might add. And did you think I was stupid enough to roll into Mania without an insurance policy? I'm in my backyard, Houston, Texas. You look at me when I'm talking to you. You think I'm going to take a chance on being a loser? Yeah, I do too. No, sir. Vince McMahon is his insurance policy, and he will continue to be so in the future. JR says, all right.
Okay.
But Steve.
That's fine.
But yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But Steve, don't you feel any remorse, Steve, for turning your back on the millions of fans around the world? Austin says, I really don't appreciate the response I'm getting right now. Why would I have remorse for anything, Jim? They're booing. I'm chanting Rocky. When did Stone Cold says, when did he become a hero? I didn't say I want to be a hero. I didn't say I want to be these people's hero. You ever hear Stone Cold say that? When do you hear Stone Cold say, yeah, I'm Stone Cold and I care about the WWF fans? You never hear me say that, have you? And you sit there behind your stupid little desk every week and you go, rattlesnake, the rattlesnake. Hello, Jim. I come out here and say DTA. Don't trust anybody.
The rattlesnake.
Yeah, you stupid in your stupid little desk. I love that. Everything is little and stupid.
Yeah, you can call that you stupid little rat.
I don't feel bad for anybody in this godforsaken town or in America or the world.
Yeah, all right.
That's what JR said. Well, yes, sir. Well, all right. You don't care about the fans. You don't care about the fans anyway. I guess that's your prerogative.
Okay, Steve.
And also said, you sassing me? No, I'm not sassing you. Don't you dare sass me. Well, next question. You stood in the ring right next to a man, Triple H, that orchestrated the most elaborate conspiracy to run you down like roadkill with the thought in mind to put you out of WWE forever. How could you all of a sudden be an ally to Triple H? And all it says, are you going to You're going to talk about Triple H behind his back like that when he can't defend himself?
So I thought Triple H was coming out for sure.
I thought so too. You're going to talk trash about Triple H and well, I just asked, shut up. When I talk, you listen, shut the hole in your face. If that man was sick enough to run over Stone Cold with a car, wouldn't he want to side with him too? That's crazy.
That's the most insane logic I've ever heard. This guy tried to kill me. Don't you want to be on his side?
Steve, what the fuck are you talking about here, son? This is crazy. What if I shoot you with a fucking gun right now? You just want to be on my side because I could kill you, Steve? Don't test me.
Shut that hole in your face.
Shut up. He said, well, listen, wouldn't you if you want any more answers out of Stone Cold about that question, then you'll have to beat it out of me. And I said, oh, no. You understand what I just told you? And JR said, well, I heard you, Steve. I heard you. And Austin, oh, no. Well, look at you. Your little cowboy hat, your little glasses, your stupid little belt buckle. Look at me. You look like he's slapping shit off his head. He's slapping his glasses off. Your stupid glasses. You look like you just lost your best friend. JR's sad here. And JR says, well, maybe I have. I can remember when you came out of surgery, Steve, and there was only one person in WWF that was there, and that was me. Well, that's kind of fucked up. Why is he mad at everyone else?
I don't know.
Where was Vince? And on Super Bowl Sunday, three weeks after your spinal surgery, there was one person to talk to you on national TV, Steve, and that was me. And I would call you, and I'd tell you, don't give up, Steve. Don't give up, Stone Cold. You'll be back. And you'll be the champ. And that was me, Steve. And the only person the WWF you invited was you and Debbie. And I looked at Debbie. I said, what the fuck? I invited to your wedding. It was me and my wife. So, yeah, Steve, I do feel like I'm losing my best friend, and it don't feel good. And Austin stops, and he looks at me and says, well, let me see if I can sort through all that sentimental crap and get to the bottom line. You're telling me Stone Cold turns up the voltage and you can't be my friend no more?
That was a crazy line.
That
you turned up the voltage? Oh, shit.
You don't want to be my friend no more. I was like, oh, my God, he's gaslighting him. Well, I never said that. And Austin slaps his hat off his head. It sounds like you don't want to be Stone Cold's friend. He just rips his glasses off his face. He says, does that make you mad, Jim? You want to punch me, hillbilly boy, in your hometown? Well, no,
Steve. Hillbilly boy, Steve Austin.
He's the most redneck of all time.
Come on, man.
Take your best swing at Stone Cold. This was a mistake.
This interview was a mistake.
Interview over. I'm sorry. And he turns around to leave, and old Stone Cold gloms JR from behind and starts stomping his ass out. He is putting the fucking boots to him big style. He's not holding back at all. Just fucking him up. Stomp after stomp. And then Vince is heard on the mic. Oh, stop it! Hey, you stop that! You stop that, Austin! What are you thinking? What are you doing, Austin? What are you doing? That's your best friend, and you're taking it easy on your best friend. Come on, Steve, open him up. Open him up.
Him saying "open him up" is like the craziest shit ever. I don't know why I didn't expect to say "open him up."
Open him up. Open him up. Yeah, it's fucking this is crazy. We turn back. Austin's beating the shit out of him more. JR is gushing blood all over the fucking canvas. Holy fuck. I'll never forget. Open him up with the arms.
Open him up.
With the arms. Like he's fucking summoning Satan. Austin fucking whoops his ass. He walks away for a minute, walks back, and drops an elbow on him.
Yeah.
The Stone Cold elbow. Ref's trying to make the save. Austin is taking off his belt. He wraps his belt around JR's neck and chokes him with it, stomps him out some more, drags him out of the corner, stomps on his balls.
All right, the stomping on his balls
up forever, doesn't he?
What the fuck was that for?
The stomping on his balls was out of pocket
for a minute.
What do you say, Tony?
I think he holds up his legs for a minute. And
yeah,
then
he fucking opens his shit up.
Open him up.
him up.
Open him up. Stop on his balls.
And then he gets on top of JR, squishes the WWF title into his face. And that's it. And then they showed Triple H and Stephanie watching and laughing backstage. What the fuck?
We had no stunner here either. Wow.
No, it was
probably for the best.
Yeah.
They didn't want to get that pop, from the stunner either. So.
Yeah, no.
Shawn Michaels is seen telling Gorilla Monsoon that he will book.
Video too.
If you're scavenging today, expect limited visibility and a lot of noise. Stay safe.
Let's go to that metro.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, but What up? What up? This shit's crazy. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Listen up. Listen up. Dodger's stash is deep in the traffic.
Head home at the Overlook Air
It should be
Shaft.
marked with his insignia. Look for 2 squares.
Yeah.
Look for administrative terminals, security stations, anything that might still respond to input. Whatever's in that safe must be valuable.
Raider, good to see you. There's only a few spots still exposed to sunlight. The rest has to do with grow lights. Excellent. Thanks, Raider.
You came to me, so you know I'm the best. You trying to think or just wasting time?
Always a pleasure. You want more? Uncle Lance got you covered. You think wearing a stethoscope all the time would make me sterilize this one with my own homemade disinfectant? Done deal.